Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. We are bidding farewell to Camp Golf and heading over this way because I've just noticed on the map there is another vault. Vault 34. So, in keeping with the last episode, we'll go and check out the vault and its contents and see what horrors await us in there. I think it's probably behind these hills here. Let's go check it out. Lots of enemies back there, it looks like. Means more bugs for us to kill. Hello. Oh, coyotes. Well, I feel a bit terrible doing that. And even worse doing this, but it has to be done. Experience and all, you understand. One more. Okay. Which one's the vault? That one by the looks of it, but something just went beep boop. And I don't know what it was. That would be my mouse. My mouse just had a bit of a glitch there for some reason. Never mind. Right, what's going on?
Take them out.
Oh, golden geckos. These shouldn't be too much of a problem. Provided we use the right weapon for the job, which is the plasma rifle in this case, I believe. Come on. You okay, Boone? Taking a bit of damage there. Splurt. Golden gecko hide's probably worth a bit. Welcome to level 13. Why, thank you very much. What are we taking? Let's give ourselves a bit more speech and science and lockpick, I think. Alright, this looks like bad news. Boone, I'm going to need that suit back, please.
Fine by me.
I'm glad to hear it. I can keep the rest of the stuff. I just need the radiation protection. Spacesuit and we don't have much Rad-X or Radaway. Anybody home?
Take him out.
What? It's one of the problems with choosing the trigger discipline perk or trait is that you definitely don't fire as quick, and it's very noticeable when you start spamming the mouse button. character reminds me of the where you rescue Smiley outside of Klamath in Fallout 2. You go to that place that's basically just full of golden geckos, and it's an absolute nightmare. Thought I was crippled then for some reason. I do need to use some healing items. Take a Brahmin steak, thank you very much. Try and avoid soaking up too much of this radiation. Ooh. Why, yes. I don't mind if I do.
Fine
I'll
by
have
me.
to trade some things with Boone though, because I'm starting to run out of space. Take that for now. That should be fine. Take that for now. Take those. That. Those. 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 Don't know why I've got that. There we go. Hey, looking the part again. You've been demoted from first recon to regular trooper. Congratulations. Alright, Vault 34.
So,
Well, the obvious effects of overexposure to too much radiation for a long time in the Fallout universe is ghoulification. And on first glance, it would appear that's what's happened to the residents of this particular vault. I hope there's some anti-radiation meds down here, because if I'm just going to be wandering around soaking up all these rads, it's not going to go well. Coming up the stairs. Yep, there they are. These things are tough. Take my souvenir jumpsuit. And all the ammunition I can carry. Oops. Guess that means they're in here, Boone. There's one. Do you mind? Encountering some trouble, are we? Hey, there's some Radex. Do some rad away though. I do have radiation poisoning. We won't worry about it just now. A little bit won't kill us. But if it starts becoming too much of an issue, I'll start having to pop some red away. What on earth are you doing?
You're mine.
Oh, hello. inaccessible, probably for the best. Ah, this place has definitely seen better days.
Can't run from me.
Ooh, take the pre-war money.
Eat this.
I was about to scream finish him, EDE, but he just kind of stood there and looked at him for a while. Oh, plenty of magazines, which is nice. If we have to do any skill checking. Loads of 10mm submachine guns. Nice. Medical. Right, obviously the med bay. Well, somebody definitely decided this was... Ooh, an auto dock. This is a Mark III auto dock, primarily used for routine surgeries. The control systems have been damaged beyond repair, rendering the auto dock useless, but the diagnostic scanner unit is still intact. So, does that mean we have to bring something to the scanner? Oops. Wonder if energy weapons are not the thing to be using. God damn it. Everyone's in my way.
Eat this.
Nice, nice, nice. Picking up some nice achievements as well. Or milestones or whatever they're called. You okay? Alright, we might need to tackle this radiation business in a sec. A very hard terminal. Alas. Just gonna leave you guys to get on with what you're doing. Why is there an explosion? Ow. Anytime now would be fantastic. Oh god. Oh god.
Gotta still be here.
Right, let's do some healing and some medicinal application. Radaway. Oh, we've got plenty now. Oh, that was Radex, not Radaway. Let's drink some water. Have another Brahmin steak. Some dirty water. Got any Nuka-Cola left? Nope. Stim pack it is. What other weapons have we got? Because let's deal with some of this first. Let's try the Magnum revolver.
Eat this.
Were you guys actually about to shoot something there? Or are you just reacting to enemies you can't kill? Let's check the map. Oh, that's a glowing one. Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. Never mind.
Can't run from me.
Don't think running is its plan. Lords. Call the NCR. I think that only works outside. Did not want that to happen. Okay, we survived. Jolly good. Where does that go? That needs a key. It's a reloading bench. Interesting. Guns and bullets, I'll definitely take that. Is there anywhere else we can go? It certainly doesn't appear so. So we've got the equipment room. It's got the locked door. Common room. Quarters we can't get to. Stairs, which we just came down from. And that's it. Okay. So there's anything hiding behind the couch? Guess we go back upstairs. Right, we're probably in a situation where we need to come back when we have better skills, i.e. science and other things, so we can hack that terminal and maybe get through some of the doors as well. Nothing else down here, is there? Oh! Alright, I don't think we came through here. That needs a key. That's another terminal password. Let's go try that password out on that terminal then. Oh, no, I was in the right place. I was in the correct location. Yay, there we go. Warning flooding. The system has detected flooding on the 3rd floor. All doors to the 3rd floor have been automatically sealed. Reactor. System has detected a moderate damage to the reactor. Please be advised of high radiation levels on the 4th floor. Log. We attack the armory. Finally get the... We need to win. Show them population control. System. Activate pump system. Okay, so we've got a vault that looks as though it's been given access to a large amount of firearms, and that seems to be a method of population control, apparently. Let's see if we can get anywhere now that this has been pumped out, or do we need to go back up to the 1st floor? Security Station A.
All clear.
Is it though? Oops. Just taking random crap at this point. That'll do. Everybody get back.
Can't run from me.
Okay. What have we here? System disengage lock to overseer. Log. Yeah, that's the same. Right, so the overseer's room has now been unlocked. That should be interesting. Oop. Doing absolutely no damage whatsoever. Let's try the caravan shotgun. Not the pulse slugs, however. That's more like it. Nothing else to do on this floor. Yes, as with every situation involving zombies,
Eat this.
shotgun is always the best option. Eat it. Boone is in trouble. Boone is in severe trouble. Boone is dead. I am about to be dead. You know what time it is. Is ED dead as well? Oh no. This is an unmitigated disaster. Oh no. Everyone's dead. Oh, Boone's unconscious. Right, okay. Okay, I guess companions don't die, they just are rendered unconscious. I suppose in hardcore mode that would have meant instant death for Boone and an EDE. Oh, what does that say? Pop, just running out of room. Need to limit the population. Continue to grow at this rate. System cannot handle this kind of growth. Can't they understand this is necessary? Oh. It's the Overseer! Whoa! Where the hell did you come from? Oh, there's loads again. Let's take some of that. Take some of that. Take some more jet. Bit of buff out as well. Hey, we've got our first addiction. It's nothing to be celebrated, but there we go. Spacesuit's got no armor value left on it whatsoever. Did he actually do anything? Let's see his password. I have no intention of going out there. What the hell was that noise? I think we need to get a bigger weapon out. Okay, that's a whole room full of nothing. Activate terminal. Log. A group attacked, reactor damaged. To help the sharecropper farmers. Unsuccessful, manual override, exterior vents, buy us some time. Close exterior vents. Oh, okay. So we can actually melt the vault down. Reroute vault control.
You're mine.
SOS. Is anyone still alive out there? We need help. Someone planted a bomb in the pool. When the lower level flooded, all the doors were automatically sealed. My family and a few others are trapped behind those doors. If someone could transfer control to the backup terminal, I could get us all out. Please help. So we need to... Alright, we've opened the door. Ah, okay. So it's just in there. So what do we need to do? So we can either shut down the vault and save the sharecroppers. I think that's part of another quest. In the reactor room. Let's just take a quick look at the options that we have. So save Vault 34's trapped dwellers by leaving its reactor intact, dooming the sharecropper farms. Shut down Vault 34's reactor. I think we'll shut down the reactor. I guess this now means we have to run away very quickly. Nope.
Eat this.
Look. I mean, there's no real benefit in saving the vault dwellers. They're all ghouls anyway, and not the, you know, polite I'll have a chat to you kind of ghoul. The ones that want to eat your brains. Right, level up. Let's do science and lockpick again. And bring guns up. Bring bar up as well. A couple of points in explosives. That should do the trick. And we get a perk. I did say I was going to choose... Ooh. Oh, 50% damage with a melee weapon or unarmed against bloody death claws. Super mutants. I'm unlikely to use that. Yeah, I did say I was going to choose Hobbler, didn't I? Go on then. Right, so nothing I can do with that now. Okay, I guess that's everything for Vault 34. Anything else interesting in the reactor room? Then hearty doses of radiation that's actually about to kill me. God's sake. Alright, let's just go. Can't get out through here anyway, so let's just leave. Let's check out some of the settlements around here. There's one other place that says it's back in this direction. I'm not going back over those mountains just now. That can wait till later. Let's check this area. That's an NCR trooper. Have we got everybody as well? Is EDE still with us? Yep. Still over by the vault apparently, but never mind. Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm just going to wait an hour. Right. It says EDE is still in the vault. Usually if a party member gets stuck, you can fast travel and they appear with you. That does not appear to be the case this time. Right, something's happened, so we need to go down in the vault again. I can hear you behind me, so it's okay. I forgive you. Hey! Right. Let's get back to what we were doing. Something tells me there is actually a doctor who works around here. We'll go and check it out, because I think that's another quest tree. Where are my companions? There they are. Yeah, I think that starts off a whole nother quest line. Something, memory tells me that she works in one of these buildings. I could be completely wrong about that. What's this? East System. This is a water station with nothing else in it. Take the Nuka-Cola. Okay, that's fine. Fascinating. Actually, let's check the local map in areas like this, because it usually tells you if there's anything. No, right, okay, it's just a square room. It's fine. Ah, it might be these buildings over here. stormtroopers. Some kind of enemy over here. Golden geckos. We'll leave them alone. Durable Duns sacked caravan. Nope. Oh, Doctor, where are you? Isaac? Don't know who Isaac is. What's in the mailbox? 2 toy cars. Because, you know, why not? Howdy.
What are you doing here? Get out before I blow your head off.
I mean you no harm.
Whatever you say, stranger. Go snoop somewhere else and get the fuck out of my house, right now.
Okay, bitch, you asked for it. I just want to ask you some questions.
Are you deaf? I don't give a damn about what you want. Just get out of here.
Okay.
Get lost.
You have made yourself perfectly clear. I will darken your doorstep no longer. Nope. If I were a doctor, I would not live in this building. I have determined this. Oh, this is the Mormon fort, isn't it? I think the Crimson Caravan runs out of here. Or is the Mormon fort... yeah, it's Crimson Caravan. Ooh. Yeah. There it is. Looks like I'm not the only one waiting for treatment. Oh.
That's a 1st Recon Beret. They're the best marksmen in the NCR military.
Yes, as everyone keeps telling me.
Welcome to the New Vegas Medical Clinic. I'm a fully qualified physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee.
That's good.
If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes.
Ooh. I'm suffering from radiation poisoning.
It'll be easy enough to purge all rads from your system.
Good. Here's the caps.
All right, this will only take a few minutes.
Tell me about the clinic.
Everything you see is funded by the followers of the apocalypse. We rely a lot on charity to provide low-cost medical services to the less fortunate.
Are you one of the followers of the apocalypse?
Yes, I am. I received my medical training at the Angels Boneyard Medical University back in the NCR. It's not a requirement to be a follower to enter the university, but I believe in what they do, so I joined them.
Okay. And what do the followers believe in?
We believe that technology for basic necessities like food, water, and medicine should be shared, not hoarded. We're also strongly in favor of proper education. I've come across more than a few doctors whose techniques came out of the back of a magazine.
Well, we do live in an age where there isn't really much sort of centralised education. Are the followers part of the NCR?
We've worked with them in the past. The NCR became too focused on things like patents and profitability, so the followers go their own way now. The NCR and the followers have a cool relationship at the moment. We see them as oppressive, and they view us as anarchists.
Do the followers have a headquarters?
Yes, the Mormon Fort in Freeside.
That's
it's
the
hard
one
to
I
miss.
thought. Okay. That's all I want to know.
All right.
What kind of implants?
I have several basic implants available that can enhance your physical abilities, make you faster, smarter, stronger, that sort of thing. I've also got 2 much more expensive implants. One's a subdermal implant that will make you more resistant to damage. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect. Your wounds will practically heal before your eyes.
How much for
One
the
other thing I
regen?
forgot to mention.
I bet it's
Your
dead
body may
expensive.
be able to handle only a limited number of implants. The healthier you are, the more implants I'll be able to give you. Now, what surgery are you considering?
The regenerating one.
That's the Phoenix monocyte breeder. The implant speeds up cell regeneration, an effect similar to that of some lizards and sea creatures. The implant is very expensive, however. 12,000 caps.
Well, at least we know what we're saving up for.
Very well.
Yeah, cure my addiction
you
as
really
well.
ought to avoid using those kinds of chems, but I'll see what I can do. All right, sit still and let me work. You're back.
I do need some.
I have
Yes.
reserved a small part of my supplies for sale. The profits go directly to the purchase of additional supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Okay, you do not have any. That's interesting.
Take care.
I would have thought a medical centre would have had that kind of stuff on hand. Maybe I can steal some from you. Okay.
I have no idea how most of these people would survive without us.
Well, you're doing a noble thing. Okay, Doctor, that's all. Right, let's go and speak to the Crimson Caravan. Cass did actually suggest we do this, so
Damn Brahmin crap everywhere.
I don't see any. Is this the main office? Nope. Hey, Ringo!
Hey there. Here's the rest of the payment I promised you back in Good Springs.
So what's next for you?
I'm getting ready to run a caravan up towards Utah. There's a town called New Canaan which is supposed to be pretty prosperous. The Crimson Caravan doesn't have any branches out that way, so it'll be up to me to get things started.
Who's in charge?
Alice McLafferty runs the Crimson Caravan. You can find her over in the main office.
I'll go do that now.
I'll see you around.
Take care, Ringo. Alice, I assume?
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you?
I'd like to know more about the Crimson Caravan Company.
Certainly. What would you like to know?
How long have you been in business?
The Crimson Caravan Company has been in business for over 130 years. We're partially responsible for the progress in the NCR.
Does the Crimson Caravan have any competition?
Well, the gunrunners continue to dominate the weapons market, and the Mormon traders from New Canaan control the majority of the northern routes.
You're well dressed for this place.
Normally, I oversee company operations at the hub in California. However, the New Vegas branch has been underperforming in recent years. Given the conditions here, it's not hard to
Send
see
the
why.
suits out to find out why
I'll
the
change all
margins are
that
so low.
Soon enough.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Now I'm looking for work.
I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner.
Okay, I'll take it. What do I need to do?
Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran. It's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure. So I've got a job for the Crimson Caravan Company. Ooh, hello.
Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company. How can I help you today?
Who are you?
The name's Hostetler, Don Hostetler. Can I help you with something?
Who are you? Is there any work to be had here?
You know, hiring isn't really my department. You should talk to Miss McLafferty about work for hire.
Already did.
See ya.
Great talking to you. Right then, to... What was it? Camp McCarran. Yup. Let's have a quick wander around here and see if there's anybody else we can chat to. Blake?
If you're looking to buy or sell, you've come to the right man. The Crimson Caravan Company has the widest selection in the wasteland.
Let's ask some questions.
What do you want to know?
Where does the Crimson Caravan get all its merchandise?
Trade routes, my friend. Trade routes. Just about every major town in the wasteland has a Crimson Caravan branch in it.
Do your caravans ever have trouble with bandits?
Out here, we usually split our caravans into smaller bands. That way, we don't lose everything if they get hit. It's not very efficient, though. But hopefully, we'll be able to start running larger caravans once things get civilized.
Where are you from?
A little place in the NCR called Oak Creek. Used to be a farming town until it got taken over by ranchers. I didn't want to herd Brahmin for a living, so I signed on with the Crimson Caravan and headed east. Not much to tell, really.
Okay.
Need anything else?
Yes, I'm hoping you've got some Radaway.
Can do.
Wow, you do seem to have quite a lot. You have one. It's better than none, I suppose. Can I sell you anything? I think that'll do. We really need to repair our armor. Bye-bye. Anybody else to speak to?
McLafferty's been
Can we... No, you can't repair things at a
riding asses
workbench.
again. Better lay low.
Caravan guard. Yeah, it's just a big pen with Brahmin in it. Okay. That's fine. Are you someone I can speak to?
Hey.
Hey. Janet.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors.
Okay, just trying to get to know people. Okay, off we go to Camp McCarran. I think that's actually within the within New Vegas walls, within the strip, should I say? Or maybe it isn't. That's the entrance to the strip over there. Can we get to it from without? The gun runners are somewhere over there as well. Oh, actually no. Is that the gun runners? Yes, there they are. These guys have got some heavy, heavy ordnance. Who's this? Isaac.
I don't handle buying and selling for the gunrunners. Talk to the robot in the kiosk near our factory.
Will do. So you work for the gun runners?
For around 5 years now. I handle the supply end of things, raw materials and stuff.
Who are the gun runners?
Makers of the finest high-grade weapons and ammunition in the wasteland. If you ever get your hands on a piece of sweet, deadly hardware, there's a good chance that it came from one of our factories.
Nice. Any chance I could get a tour of the gunrunner factory?
None whatsoever. Everything inside the fence is off limits, and the guards have strict orders to shoot to kill. A lot of our high-end weaponry comes from pre-war military schematics. If our competition got a hold of them, it'd be bad for business.
That is very true. Who's in charge of the gunrunners?
Out here, we don't have bosses. Me, the gunsmiths, and the guards all know what we're supposed to be doing. Working for the gunrunners is a sweet job. None of us would dare screw it up.
Okay.
Later.
Then let's have a word with the robot. Oh, okay. We can dismiss our companions from here as well.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Ooh, look at that.
Do you wish to purchase something?
Look at that. What is this place?
This is the New Vegas branch of the Gunrunners, supplying the wasteland with only the finest armaments since 2155.
That's some impressive weaponry. Where'd it all come from?
All Gunrunner merchandise is constructed on site.
How did you get inside there?
This kiosk was specially constructed around me to deter theft and assault.
Okay.
I am ready to process our transaction.
Me too. Although I sincerely doubt I can afford any of this gear. Let's have a look at the weapons specifically. We don't need one of those. Sniper rifle. Trail carbine. Two-step goodbye. What else we got? Anti-material rifle. That's the one that you see on the intro, with the ranger firing the rifle at the raider outside the Vegas gates. Assault carbine's not a bad choice, and we can afford it as well. But if we spend $5 grand on that, oh, battle rifle as well. Bozar. The Bozar was my favourite. I think it is technically a sniper rifle, but I think it's automatic in one of the games. In one of the is it Fallout 1 or 2? You get the Bozar. I think it's 2. Get a chainsaw. Esther. It's a mini nuke launcher. We do need a fat man at some point. Gehenna. Hunting revolver, hunting rifle, hunting shotgun. A lever action shotgun. Okay, all of this stuff is fantastic, but ridiculously expensive. So we need to get rich first. That's my new objective. Become rich. Not only in real life, but also in this game. Wonder if we can encounter the freeholders as well, just to get a bit of conversation from them about being very, very grateful for the fact that we've helped them. Okay, a greenhouse. Very nice. Let's go out the other door and see if we can find anyone to speak to. Sharecropper. Sorry, not freeholder. Greenhouse. Is there nobody to speak to? Is this in the greenhouse? Oh, that's got a lock on it. I'm going to assume this is a farmhouse. Hey. Hello. Is there anybody in here? Well, since there's nobody here. I was actually looking for Radaway, but that'll do. Okay then, let's be about our mission that we've... Oh, hang on. Is this a farmer?
Oh, you here to work? I think I have an extra shovel around here somewhere.
What's going on?
Well, crops aren't doing so well. I'm thinking it might be something in the water. The pump station is pretty run down. You could go take a look around the place, see if you find anything strange going on. What do you say?
Yeah, sure, I'll check it out.
Thanks. That's great.
As long as you pay me.
I should get back to work now. See you around.
Bye. Sharecropper.
I'm glad the troopers are smart enough not to trample everything.
You said the pump station, didn't you? I think I already went there.
We won't go quietly. Is there something I can do for you?
What do you do?
I'm a private in the NCR Army, and I've been proudly serving for 2 years now. Although if you were to ask what I'm doing right this instant, I'm patrolling the farms. It's a safe post, but a little boring. I do get to take shots at marauding mole rats every once in a while, and that's always fun.
Tell me about the farms.
It's NCR-owned farmland. It produces a lot of the crops that supply McCarran and the dam. The farmers are all civilians, though. They work the farms, and in return they get a safe place to stay and clean food and water. Some of them aren't all that grateful, though.
Who's ungrateful?
I shouldn't have brought it up. It's not my place to spread gossip.
Ah, but you've started it now. Anything you say, anything you tell me stays with me.
All right. Some of the farmers, especially Trent Boscom, claim the NCR isn't giving them the water they need to meet their crop quotas. Personally, I think they're just incompetent and making excuses. The NCR ought to send them all crying back to California.
Are there more dangerous posts?
Oh, you'd better believe it. I feel sorry for the troops who are charged with keeping the Fiends from overrunning everything. The Fiends are scary because they're unpredictable. One day, they'll be taking pot shots at you and then running off before you can shoot back. And the next day, they'll come rushing at you pumped full of drugs and not stopping until you or they are dead.
Wow. If the Fiends are so dangerous, why hasn't the NCR wiped them out?
Current orders are to hold the line and nothing more. That's all we seem to do these days. Hold the line. I guess it's a tricky situation since there's a vault in Fiend territory.
Ooh.
If the NCR went after them, they'd just hole up. I'll help you if I can. What are you looking for?
Looking for work.
Well, I know Major Daughtry is offering bounties on some of the Fiends. That's the gang that controls the southeast part of the city. You can find the Major at the camp just outside of the old airport.
Cool.
Bye.
Right, let's go and check out the pump station. Is this the pump station? I guess we follow the pipes. Ah, yes. So that was the cistern that we went into. I guess the pump station is the big building. Yeah. Okay. Now, usually when things like this start malfunctioning, it's because I just started stealing things then without checking if anybody was watching. Yeah, it's usually because something's taken over. Some sort of data corruption has made the user interface illegible. The damage doesn't seem to go any deeper than that since the pump station is still online. Seriously, it was that easy? No. It's got to be some kind of like infestation or something. Not even a single rad roach. Well, blow me down. Job's a good one, boys. Let's clear out. Go back and tell the farmers. That was easy. Can't remember how we got to the farmers now. Oh, they're over here. Yes. No? Hmm? Oh. There. Yeah, there. Check some mailboxes as we go. Always good for a few little bits and pieces of occasionally useful loot. Private?
Hey. Sorry, I don't have time to talk right now. Sorry, I don't have time to talk right now. Talk to Trent. He might be able to help you out.
Where is Trent? Lieutenant?
I'm not a recruitment officer. You want to join the army? I'm sure someone at McCarran can point you in the right direction.
Why are these fields being guarded?
A lot of the crops grown here support the various NCR camps
Staring
in the
down
region.
at me.
McCarran, Golf, and Forlorn Hope, to name a few. We can't have wastelanders popping in here for a free meal, so my squad and I are assigned to keep things from going to hell.
What can you tell me about these fields?
Impressive, aren't they? You don't see anything like this outside of NCR territory, that's for sure. We get the water, clean water, pumped in from Lake Mead. If you follow the big pipes, they'll take you all the way to the lake. Carry on.
Cool. I'm looking for Trent. Whoever Trent is. Is this Trent? Yep.
Howdy. Something I can help you with?
You work these fields?
Sure do. Came from the hub on account of the Thaler Act. Farming's decent work, but the whole thing's a bum deal.
What's the Thaler Act?
Something the politicians back in Shady Sands came up with. They pay us to move here and farm the land. They even protect the fields.
Okay, so why is the work a bum deal?
Bad soil and rationed water. It's to be expected around here. But the rationing's off. Worst part is NCR won't admit it. Pretty hard to meet their crop quotas with 20% less water than we're supposed to be getting. Not that OSI cares about any of this.
Okay, what are the NCR troopers doing here?
They're part of the deal, the Thaler Act. We work the fields while they protect the crops and the water. A lot of folks come to New Vegas and lose everything in free side of the Strip. They get hungry, desperate, and try to take our hard work. Much as I sympathize, their theft would put me in a bad spot. I got a crop quota to meet.
What kind of crops do you grow?
Everything I can. Farmers out here don't have the luxury of being picky. I get by mostly on maize and tobacco. Can do.
Is that it?
Adios.
Adios. Okay, I was expecting a whole thing about, you know, help me get more water for the crops, or the NCR is useless. Why does it want me to go in this greenhouse? And then out the other door. That was incredibly weird of you, game. But okay. Right, let's head to Camp McCarran. Guess these are the walls. And that's the barricade surrounding Vegas. Welcome to New Vegas.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Calm down.
I've never seen a robot like that before.
Here we are. Who are we reporting to? Dr. Hilden. The old airport. Angela Williams. Did she work at...
You're new. I'm Angela Williams. Were you just looking around, or...?
I thought she was part of Dr. Lee's science team from Rivet City, but... what is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Are you a scientist?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
And what's your role?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Do you need any help?
You mean give
Paying
you
help?
work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Well, I'm about to be one of those people. Mercenaries? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
It's good to know.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
Jolly good.
Evening.
Hildern?
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
No, this is the first I've heard about Vault 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Geck. Garden of Eden creation kit's gotta be. Nothing's impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over, but how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Tell me more.
Good. I thought I sensed the kindred soul in you, beneath the wasteland veneer. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth.
Oh, right, okay.
Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Absolutely, Doctor. Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
Thanks.
Oh? What might those be?
I've got your thing from... Oh, I can't. Never mind. Tell me more about OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
Do you control the dam from here?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. We were starting to bring the Helios 1 facility online as well. That might have increased our power output by half. But some wasteland scum managed to sabotage the array. Probably got quite a laugh at our expense. Very funny indeed.
It's me.
I'd pay a year's salary for a crack at that maniac.
I'm right here.
Not that he'd ever show his face in a place like this.
Can I tell him it was me? Oh. You said you were director of OSI.
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads.
NCR has a food shortage?
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
You're researching all these problems yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
Okay, what other responsibilities does this office have?
We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
What do you think of NCR's chances against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have. Oh? What might those be? Yes. Goodbye.
I thought I was supposed to deliver a thing to you.
Yes? Something else you needed?
Oh yeah, I have an invoice for you from Alice McClafferty.
From Alice? I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
Nope, that's it.
Yes. Goodbye.
Right, let's have a poke.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yes, he asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
Maybe Hilden and I need to have another talk.
No, wait. I don't mean to see any harm come to Dr. Hildern. Unless by talk, you just mean talk. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
No, I'm going to be heading out that way anyway, so I might as well look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it. Of course. Anything.
Can you tell me anything else about Keeley?
Keeley's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
How old is she?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So, I'm guessing pretty old.
She's a
200
ghoul.
years? Maybe more.
How do Keely and Hilden get along?
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keely hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keely because... well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually.
Okay.
Right. Stay safe.
Hilden.
Download complete.
Oh.
Begin recording.
Oh.
Navarro Outpost Scientist, I am glad that EDE has reached you. You will find several data banks of information on this machine.
Continue.
Please handle this information with the utmost care, as it represents the sum total of the results of my research on the Duraframe iBots. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon Energy, and some projects they were working on in the Mojave area.
Interesting. So we've got playback 1 and 2. Where's Boone? There he is.
What is it?
I've got some questions.
Okay.
Does the name Benny mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, different question.
Okay.
What can you tell me about New Vegas?
It's NCR land for the most part. We tamed it. Now we're settling it. A lot of people complain about it, but they forget what it was like before we showed up. It's a lot of territory to secure. Too much, even for a big army like the NCR's. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts about Caesar's Legion?
Yeah, lots of thoughts. All about the best ways to kill them.
Good answer.
Okay.
What about the NCR?
Coming east was about securing the land so people could live without fear. It's not always that simple, but I think the cause is still right. And God help us if they lose.
What happened to Bitter Springs?
That part of my life.
Guess he doesn't want to talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, well, we can't get him to open up about any more of his past, so let's just have a... Is that President Kimball? Yep, President Aaron Kimball of the NCR.
Something I can do for you?
Colonel?
I'm glad we could finally meet. My sources tell me you've done some good work for us. What brings you to Camp McCarran?
I'm up for hire if you need some extra manpower around the base.
There are a lot of things I can't spare troops for right now. If you can help us, we can definitely pay you for your work. You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The Fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Oh. Bet I could make this prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Okay. Who are the Fiends?
As in Chem Fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing losing
He's
a ranger.
probably dead.
You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
I'll go to Vault 3 and see if I can find your ranger.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The Fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Cool. Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
You seem calm, given that things are as bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Okay, I'll look into who's leaking NCR intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Okay. How are things for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
Where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the Strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning. What challenges does the NCR face here? Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
What's Camp McCarran's role in NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Okay. Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
That's where you get the mission to do the ranger stations.
Bye.
Right, there's a couple of things we can do inside here. Let's go and see... Was it Lieutenant Boyd? She's upstairs. Just gonna have a nosy around. Get some gambling in while we're here.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Women of the NCR, every one of you who serves is a slap across Caesar's face. Tan his hide, ladies.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Ooh. Boyd?
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Yep. Do you need any help?
Yeah. So far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Oh, is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Why don't you just beat your prisoner senseless? What about a truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
You could always beat him up.
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR.
I was about to say the exact
Plus, for all
same
this guy
thing.
knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
Yep. So you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Let's do this. I object to the use of violence against prisoners of war. Nope, I
That's the
absolutely do
spirit.
not.
Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Alright, let's make sure that we've not got a weapon equipped.
Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the
Aye.
NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
No worries. Did I surrender them? Yes. Hi.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
You smell like excrement, so there.
I must admit that a conversation with an imbecile may be far worse than the kind of torture I was anticipating. But somehow I think I'll manage.
You're about to tell me everything you know, Silas.
Of course, of course. All you had to do was ask. I'll tell you everything I know. Let's see. I know that you're a brainless cretin. I know that you're wasting your time. I know the lieutenant is going to be disappointed in you. And I know that by this time next month, the streets of New Vegas will be decorated with the decaying heads of NCR soldiers. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
No, that's about it.
I can take anything you've got.
Get a few VATS hits in there.
You like that?
Watch out!
Everybody enjoying the show out there?
That.
can stop for a sec.
All clear.
Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute? Let off some steam.
Okay.
Nice job. I think my friend doesn't like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
Thought you'd never ask.
Let me check with your weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his.
Hello, Silas.
You hit like a bedridden old woman.
Look at you. You can borrow my dentures when I knock all your teeth out.
It'll take more than that to get me to talk, worm.
Had enough?
Come on, Silas. Talk.
Watch out!
It's where EDE charges through the door and starts killing him with the energy weapon.
Come on!
Nope.
Whoa!
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks.
Maybe I'll beat some more useful information out of you. No, I'll be the judge of that. Let's see what you've got to say.
Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him.
There must be more you can tell me than that.
There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
Where's Boyd gone?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear...
I need to report.
Get away from me.
But she's vanished. Unless she's gone downstairs. Where the hell have you gone? She's run away. I thought I saw her running when I looked through the window. I don't know where she'd have run off to. That's the only question.
Fiends. Cracked down.
Let's check the quest log. Okay. Let's do...
Out junkies.
Let's go talk to Captain
All those
Curtis.
chems make them a real bitch to take down. I wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Captain Curtis downstairs. Yes. Wake up.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Howdy, Curtis. Colonel Sue wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
What do you do here?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Okay.
Well, I'll leave that to you. But I would recommend Lieutenant Boyd and Sergeant Contreras as two people who usually... Later.
Later. Right, well, we've got a bit of a mystery to solve within the base, and some odd jobs to do for the Crimson Caravan, and we're also going to pay a visit to Vault 3 at some point, and Vault 22. But we're going to leave it there for now, with plenty on our plate. We have a lot to tuck into next episode. But yeah, that'll do for this one. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheerio.